Well, hey there, it's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Let's go ahead and get into the challenge, honey. Let's talk. First things first, we see that Big T and Logan kind of feeling each other. I'm not mad at it, okay? I think Logan is cute. I'm like, okay, I see you, Big T. We'll see how that's going to go between the two. Fessy and Josh. Y'all, Josh has got to go. I cannot wait till somebody pull his car. I do not want him to make it all the way to the end. He has to get the hell out, okay? Josh was over there talking to Fessy, and his breath looked like it stunk. Period. Fessy is concerned that he probably gonna be going out the house if he don't win no challenge, or whoever wins or whatever, he feels like he may be the next target to go. And of course, Josh is trying to assure him that he's gonna be able to save him, he'll be fine or whatever, all this other stuff. And I'm like, you giving false, so you can't guarantee that, baby. But all right, then let's move on, okay? So Devin and Kyle, they besties in the house, and Kyle calls them Dial. For Devin and Kyle, I ain't got time. But what we hear is that Mr. Devin is not featuring Corey. He's running through the list, I guess, of different people, and he brings up Corey and how he tired of Corey talking about how he got to do stuff for his family and stuff like, I'm supporting my family. And Kyle was like, well, don't be like that, because I'm going to have me a baby next year too. So what you talking about? But here's the thing for me, okay? Let's talk about what's in between Devin's legs, because the way Devin was sitting up there with them legs open, I said, ooh, Devin is a packing. Hey, Devin. So when it comes to Amber and KC, Amber, don't trust these folk. As you come into the house, do not trust these people, okay? Amber's still worried about trusting everybody, and I don't think she should, but she ended the conclusion on, or ended the conversation as though she's trusting everybody, okay? She says that Fessy talked big talk about her last year. Okay, and Fessy's still on her head because he won't inside the house, right? KC taking up for him, shaking my head, and Amber is believing it. I'm like, do not let your guard down around these people, girl. They do not know. They're not featuring you, okay? She says that she's going to protect Josh, Fessy, and KC. I said, girl, all the people that you should not be trying to protect. All the people you should not be trying to protect, okay? I was like, I hope she playing your ass, though. The way she's sitting up here having this conversation with KC, I hope she's playing you. But it did seem like that she was. But KC over there says she don't believe nothing that Miss Amber talking about. She does not trust her 100%. I'm like, girl, so you got to be careful in these streets, honey. You got to be careful, all right? So challenge time. Huey is so dramatic. So they have to hang from whatever this little object is in the sky. They have to crawl and figure out it's a code, give the code to their teammate. Their teammate has to run and find the code. Basically, it's like dash, dot, dash, dot. So they have to run around this rock, find the code. It's associated with a number. Take that number, run back, and unlock a lock to get some type of item out, some type of tool out to end up eliminating other people out of the air, okay? I hope I explained it right. If not, you got to watch the episode to see it, okay? What ended up happening was Josh eliminated Big T and Jeremiah. Ashley eliminates Nelson, and I felt like, Ashley, you're not even playing the game right to me. You're not playing the game right, okay? You're not playing it right at all. You're playing it because you're mad because he chose Berna over you, or Benner, or whatever her name, Berna over you. I didn't like that. But okay, then Kyle eliminated Devin, and Devin was hot. He was hot. So they got into like a little, exchange of words or whatnot. Devin was really pissed off about that, as he should be, because they already had a plan in play about how they were going to go about eliminating people. If it's a strong team, a strong person up there in the air and they're doing great, then we're not going to eliminate them. It's the weak ones we're going to eliminate. But Kyle just wanted to win the game. He wanted to win the game so much that he eliminated his bestie. Good night. And now I'm wondering, Kyle, did you befriend Devin because you feel as though Devin is the biggest threat that you have in the house? So you decided to befriend him or something? I don't know what that's about, but Devin had a right to be mad at Kyle. Kyle and them big old teeth. I don't know who said it. I think it was Corey that said it. Not Corey L, but the other Corey. Corey was like, you can't even trust him. I mean, look at his teeth in his mouth. You can't trust this man. He's continuing to show you that you can't trust him, and you still giving him, chances. You can't do that, right? So when it comes down to it, Amber and Josh won the first heat. Second, Esther and Fessy won the second heat. Third, Essie and Esther won the overall challenge. And I was so glad because, to be honest, I don't want to see Josh win nothing. I don't want to see him win anything. He disgusts me. So later on, we can see where Nelson, Corey, and Josh are all talking about Kyle and about how he can't be trusted. And he has to be one of the first people to go. But of course, they're not going to put no veterans up first because the veterans are trying to get all of the rookies out the house. So then it's going to get real messy because it's going to be vet against vet. But I hope if any rookie is still hanging around, I pray that it is Esther, because y'all don't want it with my girl. Okay, so I hope that she's gonna be the one that's gonna be hanging around. So now they've made the announcement. Fessy and Esther won. So we get to the club night, right? So Corey L decides that he's gonna go over there and have a conversation with Fessy. Pretty much telling him, listen, I know I'm gonna go out there and end up being on the chopping block. I already know that. I'm fine with it. I've accepted my fate. But if you're gonna put me in there with somebody, then put me in there with somebody I know I can beat. Okay, and if I happen to come back in the house, you know I got your back. You know I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna look out. So y'all don't ever have to worry about being up there on the challenge, right? He said, put us in there with Huey and Bettina. That's what he wanted. Corey said it's likely that he'll win and he'll look out for him. Devin and Josh talking. I was over there like, I'm cringing. I don't even know what y'all talking about. I don't even care what y'all talking about. I'm just gonna fast forward because I'm not even trying to, I don't care. We see what Jeremiah and Amber over there making a connection. I guess I didn't really see it. I guess if she liked it, then fine. I'm like, girl, let me shut up. Okay, good luck. Let's move on. So Fessy and Esther. Fessy trying to get Esther to go along with putting Corey L in. The other question is about who they're gonna put in with them. Okay, so Esther says this is the thing for me. I don't give a damn what y'all do, pretty much. But I don't want nobody coming back in the house and they trying to be on my ass. Period. I don't want nobody trying to come at me because I'm still a rookie. And I kind of felt like I hear you, Esther, but they really gonna be on your tail now after what you did in the elimination round. Okay, because you should have just sat there and been quiet and just made a decision to agree with your partner. Okay, but we'll get down to that. All right. So when it gets down to Devin and Kyle end up talking. Kyle talk about how he didn't mean to eliminate Devin. What? And then Devin decides to give Kyle another chance. Meanwhile, Corey overhearing everything that's going on, he's like, why is you still talking to this dude? You can't trust him. That's dumb. Moonwalk to the back. Stop talking to this man, okay? So when it gets down to the deliberation, Corey and Michelle decide to go ahead and speak up. They want to go against the weak people, okay? We already know we're going in. We know y'all going to vote for us. We already understand that it's fine, that it's A-okay. But the thing for me is, if y'all are gonna, put somebody up, it's other people in this house that's been skating. So put them up, okay? So Ashley not here for it. Ashley like, girl, you can talk all you want to, but y'all still going down there, period. Corey L and Huey, they get into a debate because somebody said if you are a rookie and you have not gone down into the elimination round, then it's time for you to speak up because they're talking about you. The only person that really spoke up was Huey for real. And Huey and Corey L end up, going back and forth because Corey was like, oh, okay, so because Huey was like, well, it is what it is. And Corey said, okay, is that your reasoning as to why you probably shouldn't go down there? Because it is what it is. And so they get into a back and forth. But this is what messed up. Huey talked so much because the fire was on his ass that he ended up opening up talking about how last week at the elimination round, he voted to eliminate him and his partner, to send he and his partner to the elimination round, Miss Ashley. And everybody mouth dropped right along with mine. I was like, you voted for yourself and your teammate? Wow. Okay, so that right there was very interesting, honey. And then later on, we can see where Huey going over there talking to Ashley because Ashley feel like she can't trust him because he lied to her and told her that he never voted for, he lied to her and told her who he voted for, knowing the whole time he voted for she and him. So she was really upset about that. He come in there, he acting all upset, trying to give her an explanation as to why he did what he did. And then he want to sit up there and cry. I was like, baby, he would have had to get out my face on that. Baby, you can go ahead and go. Save your tears because you already know how this is going to go, dear. Okay? Go ahead and go on. Moving on. So when it gets down to it, hold on, let me see where I'm at here. Okay, Corey L and Michelle end up going in there. Okay? Huey and Amber B end up going in there too. But when it came down to Fessy choosing a girl, he said Amber B. Josh and him got into a heated argument. They was up there arguing. Josh was calling him a stupid idiot. He said, you better change your choice. You better not put her in. You better put somebody else in. This is the second time we've seen the veterans argue. So once they get these rookies out the house, it's really going to be very interesting to see everybody argue, right? So they was up there just really going at it. It was quite hilarious. And I was sitting up there looking at Fessy like, and you better put Amber B in. I hated that Amber B had to go in, but I disliked Josh even more. So for me, I was like, and you better vote for her to go in. You better. And he did. And I was very, very happy about that. Let's see where else. So what ended up happening was that Huey and Amber ended up winning. I'm like, she on your ass, Fessy, because she ended up winning. But Huey thought that it was going to be like so big of him to run up on Coriel, like, yeah, you put me in here because you thought I was weak and I ended up winning and now you're going home. So Coriel pushes him and said, get out my face. But what I found to be very interesting was when the host sat up there and talked about, like there's a way to win and there's a way not to, carry yourself. Yeah, winners don't act like that, Huey. You bow out gracefully, you accept your win gracefully. Winners don't act like that. But my thing is also, don't sit up there and try and chastise Corey for putting his hands on Huey when Huey ran up in his face. He would have got his ass pushed too. And y'all lucky that Corey just pushed him and then punched his ass, sending him home. Okay? So that was that on that. And then you want to sit up there and talk about how people handle themselves. But you ain't say nothing to Josh and Fessy, primarily Josh, when Josh was sitting up there going off on Fessy. So is that how we act too? Is that how we act when your name's not even on the chopping block? Yeah, if you're going to check somebody, check them all the way around. Don't just check them when they come down into the pit. So that's that. Josh says that Fessy has an enemy now. And unfortunately, Esther, you do too. Because when Amber was calling Fessy out saying that he's a messy Fessy, you were saying, don't talk to my partner like that. And it's like, see, Esther, you did not want to be a target. That's what you said. You don't want to be a target for the BS that's coming. Well, you just made yourself a target somewhat. You definitely just made yourself a target. So you should have kept well enough to yourself and just let them battle it out and just say, it's nothing, it's nothing against you, Amber, but I'm going to vote with my partner. And my partner is saying, put you in the gauntlet. So that's where you're going to go. Period. Right? So that's what it was. But it was a really good episode. I have to give y'all that. Okay. Ashley and Josh are now partners. Amber and Josh. Is it Ashley? Yeah, Ashley and Josh are now partners, right? So let me start over. Huey chose Nanny or Noni. Amber chose Devin because she really wanted to go back to her partner, Josh. But Josh already knew that Amber was going to be on the chopping block, so he didn't want to be up there with her. So he encouraged her to choose Devin. So it sounds like he's probably trying to get Devin out the house too. So Amber links up with Devin. Ashley and Josh are now, maybe not, because Amber and Devin, a lot of people like Devin. So maybe they don't want Devin out the house, and maybe that's Josh's way of really keeping Amber safe. But anyway, Ashley and Josh are now partners. And Emmy and Gabo, they partners as well. And Emmy, I already know, like, girl, let me go and get ready because I'm going to be right back down here, honey. It's going to be a mess. But that's that. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments down below on how y'all felt about the latest episode of the challenge. It was good to me. Was it good to you? I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.